Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samastajana Kalyane Niratan Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharyamadhyamam Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakpranaschakshuho Srotramatho Balamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahmaupanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastva Nirakaranam Me Astu Tadatmani Nirate Yaupanishatsu Dharmaha Te Mayi Santu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we saw that He Svetaketo Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. That means that Jagat Karanam Brahma Satrupena Yo Vartate. That alone is you. Tvamasi. Now, Bhuya eva ma Bhagavan Vijñapayatu. He says, the last mantra of 8th section, Bhuya eva ma Vijñapayatu. We saw only one mantra yesterday. The meaning of Tat Tvamasi, how the Tat here Tat indicates Sat Karanam Brahma Tvameva Asi. Okay. Now when the student said, please teach me again, I have to understand. I didn't understand. So now he gives examples. What are they? Navama Khandaha, 9th Khanda section. Yatha Somya Madhukruto Nistishtanti Nanatyayanam Rukshanam Rasan Samavaharam Ekatam Rasam Gamayanti Te Yatha Tatra Na Vivekam Labhante Amushyaham Vrukshasya Rasosmi Amushyaham Vrukshasya Rasosmi iti Evamevu Khalu Saumya Ima Sarvaha Prajaha Sati Sampadya Na Viduhu Sati Sampadhyamaha iti. Now, the example is given. What is that example? That honey bee yatha madhukrutaha. Madhukrutaha, honey bee. What does it do? The question is that when we resolved in Brahman, when we merge in Brahman, we are not aware. We don't know that we are merging in Brahman. So example is given. Honey bee collects honey from different flowers, is it not? Different flowers, this honey bee collects its flowers. Now, afterwards what does it do? Yatha somya madhuhu madhukrutaha nistishtanti nanatyayanam vrukshanam. So from each different flowers, the honey bee collects small droplets of honey. Honey bee collects. And they get deposited in the beehive. They get deposited in the beehive. That means what? The entire honey collected from different flowers are merged in total collected honey. Is it not? Everything there. Once the honey is merged, differentiation is not possible. We can't differentiate. What is the differentiation? That this honey is from this tree, this honey is from that tree, that honey is from that tree. That differentiation is not possible. See? Yatha madhukrutaha yatha somya madhuhu madhukrutaha nistishtanti nanatyayanam vrukshanam rasan samavaharam ekatam rasam gamayanti. After collecting, they all become one honey. Ekatam, they attain unity, non-differentiation. Similarly, te yatha tatha na vivekam labhante amusyaham vrukshasya rasoham rasasmi amusyaham vrukshasya rasosmi iti. There is no differentiation that I came from this tree, I came from this tree. That differentiation is not there. So therefore, in Sat Brahman alone, similarly, in Sat Brahma, all these differences such as caste, creed, color, everything, they don't exist. They will not be there in Sat Brahma. All differences. So, different sources, samavaharam. Samavaharam means having collected. Rasam ekatam gamayanti. They become one. So, honey particle cannot say, I am from this tree, I am from that tree. Similarly, the individual cannot say all kinds of attributes of the waking state, they all don't exist in deep sleep state. Is it not? Jati niti kula gotra doragam nama rupa guna dosha varjitam desha kala vishayati vartiyat brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. In waking state, jati, niti, kula, gotra, all differentiations are there. When we merge in deep sleep state, when we become one with Sat Vastu, as we saw in the Chandogya Upanishad, merge in Sushupti, Sat Vastu, there is no differences at all. Similarly, therefore, in here example is given. So then there, that similarly, this is all not there. And then when we meet there in the deep sleep state, the differences. What are the differences? Beautiful mantra. It says, te iha vyagro va simho va vruko va varaho va कीटो वा पतंगो वा दंशो वा मशको वा यद्यद् भवन्ति तद् आभवन्ति. See, in that, when we merge in Brahman, until we merge in Brahman, we have got differentiation. But once we merge, Vyagro va, Simho va, tiger, lion, Vrukaha, wolf, then Varahova, boar, Keetova, worm, Patangova, fly, Damshova, any biting insect, Damshova, Mashakova, a mosquito. What is that? They become that again. Tada abhavanti. They become that sadvastu only again. When? In deep sleep state. So when you are in deep sleep, what you are? Nothing except Sat. Neither male nor female. All our personality is completely dissolved. So example is given. Tada bhavanti, meaning they become those jivas only. When they come out of Brahman, Mashakova, Mashaka bhavati, mosquito becomes mosquito. They become again individualities they gain. But in deep sleep state, there is no individuality. So, when everything is resolved in Karanam Brahma, there is no differentiation, only one exists. So, this is the teacher is given an example of Madhukrutaha. Honey, just as honey, collected honey, when it is merged, they don't know where they are from. Is it not? Similarly, all these jantus, animals, upadhis, when they merge in deep sleep state, there is no differentiation. So, what is the meaning? In Sadvastu, there is no differentiation. So, that Sadvastu, which is one without the second, that is you. You attain that in the night, in the deep sleep state. Saya esho anima etadatmyamidam sarvam tat satyam sa atma tatvamasi shvetaketo bhuya eva ma bhagavan vignapayatu iti तथा सोम्येति होवाच स य एषो अणिमा एतदात्म्यमिदं सर्वं तत्सत्यं स आत्मा तत्त्वमसि श्वेतकेतो इति भूय एव मा भगवान् विज्ञापयतु इति तथा सोम्येति होवाच. Now that Paramatma, that Sadvastu, so that which is this subtle essence, Yesho Anima. Anima is subtlest essence. There is nothing other Anoraniyan. It is truth is called as Anoraniyan, smaller than the smallest. Anoraniyan. And Mahato Mahiyan, and larger than the largest. Etad Atmamidam. Yasho Anima, Etad Atmya Idam Sarvam. All this has got that as the self alone. Everything has got, everything, the Atma of everything is that alone. The self of everything is that alone. Tat Satyam, that is the truth. Sa Atma, that is a self. Tattvamasi Shvetaketo. You are that, O Shvetaketo, you are that. So this mantra, exact repetition of the previous mantra, that is mantra 7 of the previous section. Exact repetition. And the same mantra is going to be repeated total 9 times. How many times we have seen so far? 2 times over. 2 times over. This is the second time. So 7 more times the mantra will come. Tattvamasi. So we being, all beings resolved in Sat only, and therefore Sat alone is Jagat Karanam, and that Jagat Karanam is you. Maye vasakalam jatam, mayi sarvam patishtitam, mayi sarvam layam yati. The mantras are there. Tasmin. So everything is from me alone born, from me alone exists, into me alone merges. So Chaitanyam is that you. Tattvamasi Mahavak. Vakyam was told again, you are that. Example is given what here? Madhu, Madhukruta example. Total 8 examples will be given. First example is Madhu, Madhukrutaha. Second example will say, because the student said, I did not understand. Bhuya eva ma bhagavan vijñāpayatu. Again tell me, sir, venerable sir, I did not understand. Please tell me again. The teacher says, another example I'll give you. What is that? Ima somya nadyaha purastat pratyasyandanте paschat pratityastaha samudrat samudramevapi yanti sa samudrayeva bhavati ta yatha tanna viduhu tanna iyamaham asmi iyamaham asmiti. Now tatra na viduhu, that is tatra. Printing, typing here. Tatra na viduhu iyamaham asmi iyamaham asmiti. Evameva khalu saumya ima sarvaha prajaha sataha agamya na viduhu sataha agacchamaha iti ta iha vyagro va simho va vruko va varaho va कीटो वा पतंगो वा दंशो वा मशको वा यद्यद् भवन्ति तद् आभवन्ति. Even so, now rivers are there. The rivers are eastern rivers flow towards the east, western rivers flow towards the west, and they arise from where? From the sea, merge into where? Into the sea. Rivers are born from sea only, no? Yes or no? I hope you know. Rivers are come from sea, they merge back into sea. Similarly, so example is given now. This example is, everything is come from one samudram merging back into one samudram. So, srushtihe purvam. Before, here example, previous example was given after merging. Collecting honey, merged into one, it's all one. Now example, both the examples are given. Before creation and after the creation. That is an example. What about before creation? Before creation also, sateva idamagra asit. Sat alone was existing. Without nama rupa. What is creation? Sat plus nama rupa. Sat is always exists, Sat. But with nama rupa. Without nama rupa was beginning. After the merger, no nama rupa. So the samudra example is given. So here Bhagavan Krishna says, no, avyakta advyakta yassarve prabhavatyharagame ratryagame praleyante tatreva avyakta samjake. When day comes, the Sushti Arambha, everything comes up from him. When Sushti ends, everything goes back to him. So, before birth, it was unmanifest. Sadeva Asit. After merger, Sadeva Asit. So, that is the truth. Similarly, Mashakova, Damshova, Brukova, Kitova, Patangova, Vyagrova, any animal you take, any jiva you take, any rupa you take, when they merge in, they came from Sat, so they arise from deep sleep state every day. From Sat alone they wake up. And we all have our vasanas, our upadhis, our vyavahara is different, our identification is different. We play for some time, identified with our upadhi. Then again we merge back into deep sleep. We become Sat alone. From Sat we came, into Sat we go. And in between we play for some time depending on our vasanas, etc. So, but we don't know that we are merged in Brahman, in Sushupti at that time. But I am one with Brahman. So, eastern rivers, Pratyaha Nadhya, Purastat Sendante, all of them have got a name, river name, is it not? Flow of direction is different, size is different, water intensity is different. Think. Quality of waters may be different. Volume of water is different. Speed of the flow is different. But when all merge in Samudram, there is nothing. Therefore, they lose all their individuality. So they came from Samudra, Samudrameva apiyanti. They alone, they merge into Samudram. So there nobody, after merging, itina vidhu, iyam aham asmi iti. I am this, I am this, I am Godavari, I am Krishna. After merging, nobody can say. Similarly, after merging in deep sleep state in Sat Vastu, we also cannot claim I am so and so. Everything is merged. And happily, you can sleep. You don't even know how many hours you slept. Time also doesn't exist there. So no problem. Person who is in coma for 1 year, 2 years, he doesn't know, no. Problem is not for him. He slept happily.
Coma and Sushupti are same?
Condition, so coma as a deep sleep state when he went, he is unable to wake up because of upadhi. That was the state of brain. Brain doesn't support for awakening. Upadhi is required, not to wake up. Upadhi is suspended. So he is in deep sleep only. In fact, very different states of comas also are there, no? Not one coma state. So many states of comas are there. Deep coma, so many medical terms are there. So in some kind of one coma, it happens. In another coma, it doesn't happen. The coma is a deep sleep state. If you go, you don't know. But coma, as he says, in some other states will be there. In between suspended states, they may feeling, some may dream, they may dream. So many states of coma. We don't know much. Medically, we have to study that. Okay? Doctors perhaps know all those things. Now, this is an example. So, we are like rivers. We merge Nama Rupa Bheda, Evameva Kalu, in the same, all Jivas Prajaha, Sataha Agamya, they came from Sat Karanam Brahma, but they don't know na viduhu. Is it not? Sataha Agamya na viduhu. Ado vantecha yannaste vartamanenapi tat tatha. In the beginning and the end, no Bheda is not there. In between, Bheda appears to be there. Therefore, Ye Saumya, you are that. Sayesho Anima Etadatmyam Idam Sarvam Tat Satyam Sa Atma Tattvamasi Shvetaketo Yiti Bhuya Eva Ma Bhagavan Vijñāpayatu Yiti Tata Somyeti Hovacha Iti Dashama Kandaha. Dashama Kanda is over. So how many times Tattvamasi Mahavakya came? 3 times. The 3rd time is over now. 7th section, 8th section, 9th section, 10th section. 8, 9, 10. 8th onwards it started. Okay. Therefore, Similarly, the subtlest essence is that is you. Everything has Atma as its own self. That is truth. That is self. That you are. Svetaketo. But the student said, Puja evam vijñāpayatu. Sir, I did not understand. How many examples are given now? 2 examples are given, no? So far 2, no? Madhukritaha and Nadyaha. Now 3rd example is given. In Ekadasha Kandaha, 11th Kanda. Asya somya mahato vrukshasya yo mule abhyahanyat जीवन स्रवेत यो मध्ये अभ्याहन्यात जीवन स्रवेत यो अग्रे अभ्याहन्यात जीवन स्रवेत सयेष जीवेन आत्मना अनुप्रभूतः पेपीयमानः मोदमानस्तिष्ठति अस्य सौम्य महतो वृक्षस्य यो मूले अभ्याहन्यात् जीवन स्रवेत यो मध्ये अभ्याहन्यात् जीवन स्रवेत यो अग्रे अभ्याहन्यात् जीवन स्रवेत स एष जीवेन आत्मना अनुप्रभूतः पेपीयमानः मोदमानः तिष्ठति. Another example is given. Example is tree. Vatavruksha. Tree is given. What is that? Sorry, not Vatavruksha. Some tree is given. Any tree. What is the purpose of this mantra? Purpose of this mantra is to show that the jiva is continuous. Jiva exists. Jiva doesn't die. Jiva exists. So after the fall of the body also, after leaving the body, the jiva exists, continue to exist. That is what you want to show in this mantra. Example is given. You cut a small portion of a tree. What will happen? You will find sap flowing from the trunk of the tree. Sap is flowing means what? Tree is full of life. Full of life. Just as in our case, blood flows in the body. Blood flow means life is there. Blood is flowing. Now teacher says, cut the different portions of the tree. मध्य भाग देखिए, मूले वृक्षस्य अभ्याहन्यात्, मध्ये अभ्याहन्यात्, अग्रे अभ्याहन्यात्. You cut different portions of the tree, you will find sap everywhere. Mule at the base of the tree, madhye middle of the tree, agre top of the tree. Think. So the sap is all pervading in the tree. Jivatma is pervading the whole tree, the Jivatma of the tree. Okay? After some time, the tree becomes dry and the natural process it dies. But if you say, the Upanishad says, sap doesn't come in the dried up portion of the tree, is it not? Whichever vriksha branch, one branch dried up, suppose, there is no sap. Whichever part of the tree is dried up, there you don't find sap. But in other parts, the sap continues, is it not? One branch dried. So, what we can say? We cannot say Jivatma has left the body and went away, the tree. Upanishad says, Jivatma has withdrawn from the particular portion of the tree. So when the Jivatma presence is not there in a particular portion of the tree, that particular portion dries, and it doesn't become functional. Think. So but that portion is dried up. Jivatma is gone or not? No, is not yet gone. It's still there. So one finger goes, one organ goes in a human being. Human being is not dead. Life continues. Therefore, example is given when I say, I am seeing. Okay. Then where are you? If I remove the eyes, do you exist or not? I exist. So I am not the eyes. I am not the hands. I exist. I am not the legs. I exist. Think. That I don't disappear unless I leave the total body. So here, similarly, one part dries up, Jivatma never dries up. Jivatma just exists and withdrawn from that particular portion. We should not think Jiva is dead. And completely tree is dead, Jivatma has completely withdrawn from the tree. But life continues. Till he is there in the tree completely. When it leaves the body, the tree is dead. Is it not? So here also, one anga is removed, but Jivatma is not dead. All parts of the body, the tree are removed, withdrawn from. Jiva doesn't die, he continues. That is what. So Jiva petam shariram mriyate, Jiva na mriyate. So therefore, similarly, example was given, a reverse example also. When the river merges in the ocean, they will not come back in that example. But here, individuality is not retained there in the river. So to show that individuality is retained, Jiva continues. Okay? So, with the time of Pralaya, all Jivas merge into Brahman. But when they wake up, same Jiva with his own vasanas, he will come out. Entities, the personalities don't merge unless they are dissolved. Okay? So Upanishad says, don't extend the river example too much. Because the river they merge, they won't come back, no? Similarly, you merge in Brahman, you will not come out. We come out. So, here, vasanas continue, ajnana dasha. Everything goes back like an antenna. You have seen radio antenna? One after one comes out. And so uppermost one merges, pushes into second one. And 1 and 2 pushes into third one. Third one pushes into fourth one. And fourth one pushes into tape recorder. Or radio or anything. Antenna. Pull out antennas. Ultimately, last one will not go, no? It will be there inside. Anandamaya Kosha. In that, everything is merged in seed form. Again, it comes out. Merges in Sat means individuality is retained. That is a mystery. It is retained, that's it. How it retains, it's the process of Ishvara. Ishvara works out like that. He sees to it that your vasanas are not taken away by somebody vasanas you don't suffer. So they come out. So, asya yadekam shakam jivo jahati athasa sushyati dvitiyam jahati athasa sushyati trutiyam jahati athasa sushyati sarvam jahati sarvah sushyati. So, if the life leaves one of the branches, that branch dies. If it leaves second branch, that branch dies. It leaves the third branch, that branch dies. If it leaves the whole tree dies. Think. So, Upanishad is going, if the Jivatma withdraws from one shaka, then that shaka is no more able to function. Is it not? Vasamsi jirnaya yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani. So, Dvitiyan jahati, second branch it is given up, that also dries up, third branch. When Sarvaha jahati, whole body, whole tree dries up, Jivatma exists, it doesn't go. He withdraws from the whole tree body and goes to some other life. Evameva kalu somya viddhiti hovacha jivapetam vava kila idam mriyate na jivo mriyate yiti saya esho anima etadatmamidam sarvam tat satyam sa atma tattvamasi shvetaketo iti bhuya eva ma bhagavan vijñāpayatu iti tatha somyeti hovacha. In exactly same manner, evam eva kalu, oh my dear, know this, the body dies but not the self. Jivatma doesn't die. Is it not? Jivaha na mriyate. See, jivapetam vava kila idam mriyate na jivaha mriyate. That means the body dies but not the jivaha. So what is that you are? You are that essence. The subtlest essence, that which is you, that is you. It is that exists, it is that which exists as self of everything. That is the truth. That is Sat Tasa Atma Tattvamasi Svetaketo. You are that essence. So what is that? Bodies may go but individuality, that is, the essence, the existence is never destroyed. Jivatma is never destroyed, it comes out. Jivahana mriyate. Because Jiva Swarupam is what? Shuddha Chaitanya Swarupam. So, evameva kalu somya viddhi. Therefore, Jivapetam vava kaledam mriyate. Now, Bhagavan Shankaracharya analyzes this. So, Shankara gives some other reasons, interesting, for the continuity of Jiva. If Jiva doesn't continue, what will happen? So, Krutahani Akruta Abhyagama Doshaha. Two things will come. Krutahani Akruta Abhyagama Doshaha. Shankaracharya says. Suppose all the jivas die, and at the end of the death, jiva dies. Jiva also ends. What will happen? Jiva doesn't exist. Jivatva goes away. Then, along with the jiva, karma and karma palas also go away. Is it not? Because karta goes, when karta goes away, phalam also goes away. Okay, let it go. But what will happen? What will be the basis for next creation? If all jivas, karma phalas have gone, karmas have gone, all jivas become uniform, or jivas are different, that is the question. Will they become same? Will they become different? Because karmas have gone, karma phalas have gone. So, no account book is maintained in the creation. No ledger is maintained. So, since no jiva will be available with their previous karma, So next creation will be what? Again fresh, uniform creation. So no differences you will find. Whether it is animal body, human body, tree body, all jivas are same. Because karma and karma only differentiates, no? So, therefore, some jiva rashi get human bodies, some will become animal. There is no law. Nobody can say because why are you like that? We don't know, no purva karma. All karmas are destroyed. In the previous, because when jiva died, karma phalas also died, everything died. So animal jivas will have to suffer for no reason. Somebody will enjoy for. So krutahani, all good karma that you have done is destroyed. All bad karma that you have not done, you have to face the brunt of it. So there will be disorder. So krutahanam and akruta abhyagama doshaha. So therefore, it is not possible and jiva will continue as long as the jivatva is there, essence sat only, sadvastu only, but identified with upadhi, in individuality is born. Individuality, asal swarupa, real swarupa is sat only, but because of his identification, the chidabhasa is created, and that chidabhasa will continue to exist, the jiva will continue to exist till he realizes the truth. Therefore, all jivas exist. Otherwise, next creation will not have any basis. That will be problematic. Okay? So, through tree example, we saw jiva never dies. Jivas have to continue till they know the truth. Okay? Next. Which kanda? Nyagrodha palamata aharet idam bhagava iti bhindhi iti bhinnam bhagava iti kimatra pashyasi iti anvya ivema dhana bhagava iti आसाम अंकैकाम बिंधीति भिन्ना भगवयति किमत्र पश्यसि इति न किंचन भगवयति. This is the dialogue between teacher and the student. Because what did they say? Students say, I did not understand, teach me again. Tattvamasi Mahavakya was told, but the teacher says, students, I did not understand. Please tell. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 times Tattvamasi Mahavakya hoga. Same mantra. So that mantra is again and again repeated. So we did not chant 4th time, no? We will chant this. Saya esho anima etadatmamidam sarvam tat satyam sa atma tattvamasi svetaketo iti bhuya eva ma bhagavan vijñāpayatu iti tatha somyeti. Now again, that is again in Ekadasha Skanda, Jivas is over, Tat Satyam Ta Atma Tatha Somyeti Hovacha. Jivaha Mriyate, but this fellow is Jivaha Namriyate, Jivaha Namriyate. All that was over. So we have chanted 3rd mantra of 11th section. Is it not? Now 4th mantra, Dvadasha Kandaha, 12th section, 1st mantra is the dialogue between a teacher and the student. What it says? Because the student said, no, I did not understand. So 8th section, 9th section, 10th section, 11th section. How many times we have studied Tattvamasi Mahavakya? 4 times. How many examples he gave? Madhu, Nadi, tree. Nadi, Vriksha and Madhu. You should write down examples. First example, Madhu. That is Pariksha, I will take it. First example, Madhu. Second example, Nadi. Third example, Vriksha. Fourth example, banyan tree seed. Seed example. So, he says, the teacher says, Nyagrodha palamata aharet. Go and bring a fruit. Sorry, Nyagrodha palam, fruit of the Nyagrodha. Nyagrodha means banyan tree. Vatavruksha. Go and get me the fruit of Vatavruksha. Now the student is so sincere, obedient, no questions asked. He said, he went, maybe in big ashrama it is there, lot of Nyagrodha Vrukshas are there, banyan trees. He went out of the ashram kutia and brought one fruit of banyan tree fruit. He brought Nyagrodha. Idam Bhagava iti. Idam means I brought, sir. Idam lijiye. Then teacher said, Bhindi iti. Direct speech. Bhindi iti. Now break it. The fruit you break it. Bhinnam Bhagava iti. Oh adorable sir. Now it is broken, sir. I broke it. He broke it and showed. I broke it. Kimatra pashyasi. What is that you see there? What do you see there? Anvya ima dhana bhagavayiti. Anvya ima dhana. Exceedingly small seeds in the fruit are seen, sir. The seeds are very small. Very small seeds are found, sir. Then he said, Asam anke kam bandhi iti. Among them, Asam, anka ekam. Ekam anka, ankam bindhi iti. One seed you break. Among all seeds, you take up one seed and break. Bhinna bhagava iti. Sir, I broke that seed also. Kimatra pashyasi iti. What did you say? What did you see? Teacher asked. Nakinchana bhagavayiti. Nothing is seen. Nothing is seen in the exceedingly small seed. Nothing is seen. So then what his teacher says? Tamho vacha yam vai somya etam animanam na nibhalayase etasya vai somya esho nimna evam mahanyagrodhastishtati Sraddhatsva somyeti Tagam hovacha yam vai somya etam animanam na nibhalayase etasya vai somya yesho nimna evam mahan nyagyarodhastishtati sraddhatsva somyeti. Tagam hovacha. The father said, Yam vai somya etam animanam nabhalibhal. My dear, that small essence, that subtle essence which you are not able to perceive, from that essence only this Nyagro, the tree, comes. In science also, there is one theory that whole galaxies have come out from one particle. So small tiny particle, it exploded and expanded into this. In galaxies, universes, that particle. That particle from which everything, so that particle is started, now they are calling it as God particle. Same, Vedanta or Shastras long back they gave exceedingly small seed, seemingly nothing there. Out of that, say, Shraddhatsva, please believe me. Have Shraddha, have faith in this. So, the essence is, you say there is nothing, but from this nothingness alone, this samsara, the tree, the banyan tree has come out. Without taking the seed, if I show you only broken seed, only broken seed, you will not believe. That broken seed only empty. If you break further, then you will see that. So, Yam vai somya etamatmanam nibhalayati pashyati na nibhalayate. You are not experiencing or seeing any trunk, leaves, fruits, nothing of the tree is seen. Out of nothing, this comes out. Whole tree comes out. Etasya animnaha, from the subtlest seed alone, mahanyagrodha tishtati. Gross. Tishtati means, mahan means gross. From this from the subtlest seed alone, the gross Mahavruksha emerged out. So, have Shraddha. From that Sat alone, seemingly nothing, from that alone, everything has come about. So, it is Sat alone in deep sleep state, which is not divisible into knower and known, non-duality. That is, वहाँ पे त्रिपुटी के भेद नहीं होता, दृश्य दृक दृश्य भेद नहीं है. कहाँ पे? सुषुप्ति में. Where there is no difference at all. From that unity, from that existence, the whole samsara springs out. So, Shraddhasva, have faith. That is, that essence from which everything has come out, that essence is you. Ya sa yesho anima etadatmamidam sarvam tat satyam sa atma tattvamasi svetaketo iti bhuya eva ma bhagavan vijñāpayatu iti tatha somyeti hovacha. Now, saya eshaha anima etadatmamidam sarvam. That which is subtle essence, in it all that exists as itself. That alone is the self of everything, essence of everything, swarupa of everything, subtle. Tat satyam, that is the truth. Sa atma, that is a self. Tattvamasi, you are that. Shvetaketo. So, how many times Tattvamasi Mahavakya over? 5 times are over. 4 more times he will tell. Total 9 times. Then afterwards he will not ask, Bhuja eva ma bhagavan vijñāpayatu. He will not ask. He will stop asking. So, here we have completed 5 times of Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Bhuja eva malli, again you tell me, O Bhagavan. So, teacher says, okay, I will explain. Tomorrow we will see. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.